Hello! I'd like to give you a tour of the Rhine Research Center in the virtual world, Second Life. That's me, Maggie Larimore. I'm standing there in the doorway, and you can see the logo on the windows, and that's the whole building. So I'm going to take you inside and show you what's here. This is a small installation that was built by myself and Praxis Lady Wit, who's another member of the Educational Guild in the Chilbo community on the mainland of Second Life, which is a virtual world. I think I mentioned that. And there's a diner behind me, but we're not going to go there just yet. When you first come into this space, you'll notice that there's an open house gift right here. And if you click on your open house gift, it will give you, well, I already have one, so it won't give me another one, but it'll give you some nice freebies for you. It'll show up in your inventory. This is your inventory over here, the little suitcase on the bar on the right. And it will come in there, and you can see what kind of freebies we've got. We just built the center, so only 3 people have visited here in recent days. And you'll see up the top if you need to send me a message. You can do that by clicking there, and I'll get it whether I'm online or not. Now, the Rhine Research Center is the successor to the Duke Parapsychology Laboratory. It lives in the real world in Durham, North Carolina, on Campus Walk, which is over off of West Campus and near to the highways. And they have a brand new, really nifty website. So one of the things we wanted to do in our space, and I'm using my camera controls so you can see this, we wanted to do in our space is let people who came into Second Life and are interested in psi research or scientific parapsychology or any of the kinds of things that the Rhine Research Center does, that they can come in here and click on various things and learn about the Rhine Center. And it gives them a tour of the new website. For instance, you can click here and it will take you right to the spot on the website that lets you join the mailing list. You can click here to donate to the many programs and research projects that are taking place at the Rhine Research Center. You can click here and it'll take you right to the events page. And down here just shows you, this is the actual click-through. This is telling you, if you click through down here, it will take you to the events page. The picture that you're seeing right there is actually a page on current psi research. When you walk over here, you will see some of the things that are happening in November. Roger Nelson's Are We Converging Towards Global Consciousness already happened. And on the 16th of November, they're going to have a program with Ryan Hurd, who's a lucid dreaming expert. It's called Angels, Aliens, and Ancestors, Transformative Encounters with Sleep Paralysis, Nightmares, and Lucid Dreaming. And that'll be in Durham from 7:30 to 9 p.m. on the 16th in the Stedman Auditorium of Duke Center for Living on Irwin Road. You'll be able to click this sign to go and see what else is going on in at the Rhine Research Center, either in their site or outside of their site at the Stedman Auditorium. And this board will change every month so that you'll always, if you wander in here in Second Life, you'll always see what's doing in the month that you visited. Up here at the top, I'm going to have to use my camera so you can get up there and actually see this. It's a little far away. This is the blog. That's the Rhine Research blog. And if you click on this, it's going to give you one of these little communication boxes which says, can I click here for the Rhine blog? And all of these communication boxes allow you to go out to the actual website. So I'm going to click on one to show you. And there's the actual Rhine blog. Sex and the Single Psychic. Okay. Now we're going to come back again. This allows you to go to the Rhine shop, where you can buy books and t-shirts and hats and bumper stickers. Eventually there'll be a bookcase over on this wall, this nice big empty old wall, that'll have some of the books that are on sale in the Rhine Bookshop, and you'll be able to click on the title of those books and then just go out to the Rhine Bookshop and buy them if you want. This is the main page of the website, and this is also what is called in Second Life media on a prim, which means that if you're in viewer 3, you can actually click on this and this board will become live, and you'll actually be in the Rhine website and you'll be able to surf the site just standing here in the Rhine Research Center in Second Life. Over here, we have the beginning of a little history PowerPoint that will always be scrolling. It shows you all the different places where the Rhine Research Center has been located. That's the West Duke building where the Duke University Parapsychology Lab was from 1940s to 1965. This is the Foundation for Research on Nature of Man building on North Buchanan in Durham. That's where the Institute for Parapsychology existed from 1965 to early 2002, and then it'll scroll around a little bit more, and you'll see the building that the Rhine Center is in now. There it is, the Rhine Research Center on Campus Walk. There's a clock around here too that's chiming, which is kind of nice. This will go on and show you some interesting photographs from some of the early research that was done in the 50s and the 60s. We decided to set up the Rhine Research Center in Second Life sort of like it was in the 1950s. So that's why we have That's why we have a diner here. And I've got a little bit of a note here that I have to get rid of so that you don't have to see it. This is a picture of Doctors JB and Louisa Rhine. And there's some other information you can just get right up close there, and it'll give you some information about the photographs. Eventually, this presentation will also have some information about the type of research that goes on now and different people who've been at the Rhine in different time periods. This is another one of these. Let me go up again so you can see it. This is a picture of some research that took place in the 1950s with some information about the folks who are in the photo. And if you just want to sit around and relax, we have a little deli over here. You can sit on one of these stools by right-clicking on it and taking the option sit here. And you can just, whoops, I seem to have fallen through the stool. Not sure how that happened, but anyhow, you can watch the PowerPoint as it scrolls by. You can talk to this person over here. Let's see, I'm not standing up. You can go over to one of these booths and sit in the booth. And let's see, I think I want to read and eat. That's what I'm going to do in this booth. And there's music that you can play here. Of course, it's 1950s music. That's important because that's the era that we're playing with. And there's some nice food here and nice 1950s prices. So it's kind of a nice little place to visit. It gives you some information about the Rhine Research Center, and there's going to be more things in here later on. Eventually, we're hoping to have a little open house. I'm going to turn around again so you can see where we are. We're in Madhupak in the Chobo community. That's on the mainland. And this is a little area that has a number of stores, and across the street is the Educators Village. So there's some stores around here. There's a bookstore. And if you go up here, you can get into other areas of the community. So it's a pretty nifty place to just kind of wander around and see what you can do. It's a lot of fun. So I'm just recommending that you come and visit us here at the Rhine Research Center and say hello. Say hello when you come by.